Hey everybody, welcome to Hodl and Shill. Today is day 39 of our Bitsgap follow along, so we're just going to jump right in. So if you remember yesterday, we started off with making sure that we could start at least one of the APE slash USDT coin sets, and so we did that with on KuCoin. We did that with APE USDT, and it was a good call because it has in one day, which is exactly in the 24-hour mark, we have made $19 in profit, which is 19.61% overall. And it's done 1,023 transactions, which is pretty crazy when you think about the transaction volume. But obviously, with all of the hype and pump that is around right now, this attention that's around the APE token, it makes sense. So let's look at the analytics together. And you can see here all of the volume as we went over the 24-hour mark. So out of the initial funds, we're up 38%. That is with the change in value from when we bought it. So obviously that ends up being about 19.61% in bot profit. And of our current funds, 8.87% after all of the fees and the different orders that are in. But overall, it is the view change is $38.16. Now this, if you mouse over the value change, is the initial funds in the selected values equivalent currency. Okay, so if you go to APE, obviously it would be down 24.5%. And in USD, it's about 38.19%. Okay, so $38.19. Sorry, 38.35% overall. Now this is a USDT pair, so all that matters is our USDT value. So we're up 38.16% with the token change. We're going to leave this running, but overall 19.61% in one day is very nice. That's a really nice return. Now, could we have made more if we had just bought the token and held it? Maybe, but the goal here is to continue to make money off of it while it's trending and within those grid values. So very good there. Now, after we finished this, after we finished yesterday's video, I was able to jump in on APE the minute that it was also live on Coinbase. So I did USD, and that is up 11.34%. And then we also did USDT on Coinbase, and that is up 9%. Now, something interesting when we look at these values overall is $29, okay, is the of the initial funds, and $29 of the initial funds in USDT. And then of course, if you remember on the one that we just started just a bit earlier, it's $39. So they're right on par to be about the same across the board. It's just the fact that we started KuCoin earlier. So we're going to leave those running. And obviously our goal with these grids is about 2% a day. I'm sure this will level out at some point. But as of right now, 19%, 11.34%, and 9.79% is the average daily on these three. And we're just going to let them rip. So very good there. The BTC by the dip bot that we started, this is in beta testing. This has so far it has only done 5 transactions in 1 day and 17 hours. I think that Bitcoin is looking a little bit bearish, so we should be able to buy the dip with this. Overall of our initial funds, it is down 0.01%, so hardly anything, but that is the BTC value that we are looking at. Now in USDT value, it's 0.04% up, but that would equate to about 4 cents, I believe. Yeah, 4 cents. So this doesn't matter. We're going to leave this running. I do believe that Bitcoin is looking bearish, and so hopefully we can buy that dip once it starts to decrease. Now our AVAX 3L is at 8.96% average a day. This has been running for 1 day and 17 hours, so almost 2 days. I think that Avalanche is going to be absolutely ripping here in the next week. So I'm excited for that. And with that being said, I think that we're going to start an AVAX USDT pair on KuCoin, and we might start it on Coinbase as well. We'll talk about that here shortly. But you can see here, it has followed the trend. This is obviously the the 3L token, so the 3 leverage token on KuCoin. So far so good, 8%, very good. BTC3S, this is at 0.9% overall. I do think that Bitcoin is looking to fall here, so this should actually be okay, but overall $10 in profit, not bad. All right, Ethereum 3S, $17 in profit. It is now currently out of range, so let's look at that chart. It's actually out of range from where we started. So let's see if it climbs back up. I do think that it's going to continue to fall. Now the interesting part is that it's fallen lower than our range had it. So we might actually, let's look at this. Okay, so it's minus 15% from our initial funds, but we've made that up in here. We'll see if it bounces back up any. Otherwise, we might want to look at closing it out and restarting it with the lower range. Our Luna BTC is at $2 in profit, 0.17% in 15 days. We'll just leave that going, and then of course our Shiba, just like we've talked about, 0.14% a day for 1 month and 7 days. We're just going to leave it doing its thing. Okay. Now, I do think that it's worth looking at starting. Let's just back test and see. We'll run an SBot. So this is actually, let's actually close this out. We can do the new version, GridBot. And this is flat, so earn USDT every time there's a small fluctuation or buy the dip. We are going to do, what is custom? So custom, I think, allows you to do whatever you want within the grid size. General settings. Choose the bot's main settings and then continue the grid. Okay, so let's actually try that. We'll do AVAX. USDT. We want our profit in USDT, order size fixed in AVAX. Okay. We'll do $100. It says 116 is the minimum, so we'll fix that. That's at 115 grids though, so there's no reason to do 115 grids. We'll go with 80. Even then, 50, it's not even 1%. 30, okay. So 30, maybe even 25, the normal sweet spot. Perfect. Okay, the high price would be up 15, the low price is negative 20. Add protection, we don't need it for the take profit or stop loss. Excuse me. The reason that we don't want to use the take profit or stop loss is just because we run this every day. So there's absolutely no reason for using those because we watch it so close, but obviously you want to make sure that you take into effect your risk tolerance. Okay, so we're going to hit cancel here and back test. Okay, so this says that it'd be 13.95% in 30 days. However, that's not saying that this thing's not going to absolutely rip. So let's see what happens if we go with 30. So a little bit shorter. 13.73. What is the minimum? 5 is the minimum. What if we did 20? So 1.85, almost 2%. And back test that. 14.82, so a little bit better. Okay, so let's remember that. That was about 15%, and that's using the custom. Now let's go look at if we were to do a GridBot flat AVAX USDT. Can we do 100 on here? It lets us do the 100 with the new setup average. We'll use the average if you remember. So the average is about 1%, and backtest 11%. So we end up now. Let's see if we did slow. Slow is about an average of 3%, right? Yep. So back test that. 12.99%. So we do actually end up looking, based on the back test, that it might be a little bit better to use the custom bot and then change those settings a little bit. However, that was like at $116. Yeah, 13%. Okay. Since we're going to start this, we're going to actually start this on Coinbase as well. Let's go with $75. Okay. So we'll go with $75. We'll go with the average. Okay. And back test. If it's around 13 to 15%, so 12.78. That's assuming that there's no change to the upside either, because from where it's been. We'll do it. Okay, so we're gonna hit preview the bot. So we're doing $75 AVAX USDT and confirm. It's actually on the way up right now. Look at that. 83. Okay. Now let's do the same thing on Coinbase. So we'll use the new setup. We will go to GridBot. And we'll use the flat example, you earn USDT on every small fluctuation. Change this to Coinbase Pro. AVAX USDT. We're going to do it with the same. I think we did $75. Okay, so we'll do the same thing. $75 and average. And let's backtest that. It's 13% on KuCoin, only 7% on Coinbase at the average. We might not do that. We're going to save our Coinbase dollars, because we actually have automated trades that we are using from our signals from Coinbase scanner, from the scanner. Okay, so yeah, we're actually not going to do that. We're going to leave that alone. But we will leave it running on KuCoin and see what happens with it. So let's leave it at that. Look at this. CLV had a 64% run. That's wild. Okay, very good. Other strategies. Let's look at these strategies and see. So BTC USDT, BTC USD. Nothing crazy on these. 1%. Okay, cool. Very good. We will leave it at that. Let's leave it at that and see what happens. So we've got our APE, our AVAX 3L, BTC, BTC 3S, Ethereum 3S, which is out of range. We will discuss that and see if it pops back up at all. I think, yeah, we can't modify it. The only thing we can modify is either we can trail up, take profit and stop loss. We'll leave it and see what happens with it when, as long as if Bitcoin starts to tank, we should start to see this actually maybe pick up. So very good there overall. So like I said, overall we've done extremely well for the day because of the Apecoin. And we'll see what happens here with the new pair that we started with, AVAX USDT. So a very good overall, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. If I'm away for the weekend, I might not make a video. We'll see where we're at tomorrow. But either way, we'll be back with another update. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button. We are trying to get to the 500 subscriber mark. I think we're at 224 right now. So if you can help us with that, hit that subscribe button, share the videos. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave those below. I hope that you are taking action with this. We're using small amounts here so that the barrier to entry is low and anybody can do this. So I hope that you're not just looking at these gains as you watch this and taking advantage of them yourself. Please leave any information, any questions, comments, concerns, anything you would do differently, anything that you'd do better, anything that we could do better. Leave that below, and we'll listen to that feedback. So definitely look forward to hearing from you, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.